So in part 3, I was able to draw several clear links to Revelation chapter 19 of God's Holy Warrior. But that was only one of the prophecies of the world that mentioned a new nation being born, just as the one that would be created by Bolin versus Oklahoma. And since I'm a native prophet, well, then we should look at some of the native prophecies. Identify myself as the prophet, what kind of prophet I am to the world. So amongst the many prophecies, we find one that in the Hopi tribe mentions Pahana. And Pahana is the lost white brother. Given the fact that I was lost for 27 years and the fact that my appearance has led me to be mistaken for white or Caucasian for most of my life, well, then the name right there alone, there's a clear link. But Pahana is also mentioned to be a bringer of peace and unity to the world. And so we should look at some of the writings that God has given me to give to the world and see if there's any chance of unity. And among them is one that is known as the Creator's Truth, also known as God's Truth. And given the fact that this one claims origins to the very birth of humanity itself, well, then that would definitely be a unifying quality for the whole world, because it applies to every human on the planet. Now, that means if I'm the prophet of God, that God has chosen to write His truth, well, then that would mean the other men who have claimed to be prophets of God, that have written something other than His truth, would be liars. And people choosing to believe those prophets would be choosing to believe false beliefs in reality, and therefore they would be choosing to live in a delusion. So you may not like it, but there it is.